Hello, this is a video guide on how you can use the TalkShop model. First, you go to TalkShop, you go to TalkShop settings. There are some basic setups that needs to be done before you can start using the TalkShop model proper. When you go to TalkShop, you click on TalkShop settings. If you're coming in for the first time, you need to activate TalkShop Install. You turn it on. By default, it's going to be off, so you turn it on. Number of order per day. If you want to set the number of order students can make per day, you set it. So you can indicate if they can make more than one order. If it's 2 or 3, you set. Number of purchasable items per category. The number of items they can purchase from each categories in the TalkShop, you set it. The number of purchasable item per items. How many items can student purchase? You set it. Set spending limits. If you want to set a particular amount students can spend per day when they're making their order, you set it. If it's 1,000, if it's 2,000, if you have a limit of what they can purchase from the TalkShop per day, you set it. So let's say 2,000. Boarding status. So if you have boarding and day students, you want to set the days and the boarders can make purchase from the TalkShop, you toggle it on, select the day, set the time, the period start and the period end, at what time frame can they start buying, and the time they will stop making purchase from the TalkShop. For boarding student, if you want to do the same for the day, you also enable it for the day students and select the days. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? The time when they can start making their purchase and when they will stop. Time frame, the next day. Then parent alert period. Do you want to notify parents at which once their child makes an order from the TalkShop or purchase an item from the TalkShop? So if you want to notify parents at every point in time a child purchased from the TalkShop, you select the day that you want these mails to go. Is it weekly? Pick the day that the mail should go out. Set the time the notification should go out. Receive school to send mail. So if you want to set a particular school, this mail should go out to. You want it to go out to the high school, the junior school, or the EYFS. You select the school, or you can select the 3 schools that you want this mail prompt to go out to the parents once a child make purchase from the TalkShop. Then another thing again you can look at is send TalkShop item request mail. So if the TalkShop manager makes a request from the store, do you want the system to notify the store manager? So you select the name of the store manager from this end. Once you pick a name and set, so the store manager will get a prompt that is a request from the TalkShop item. Enable hostel managers to make orders. So what this does is, if you want the hostel parents or hostel managers to also make order from the store, you can enable it for them. Disable TalkShop. If for any reason you don't want students to make purchase from the TalkShop, all you need to do is you turn this on. Once you turn it on, they can't make order from the TalkShop. Start of the week. So at what day does students start making purchase from the TalkShop? That's the day your week starts. Does it start Monday or does it start Sunday? Some people's week starts on Sunday. Some people's week starts on Monday, depending if it's a day or boarding school. So you can select enable salary credit deduction. So if you have staff that make purchase from the TalkShop for credits, I want those items they purchase from the TalkShop to be deducted from their salary, you turn this on. So having set all this basic setup, you click on save settings. Then the next place you go to is the templates. You click on templates. When you come to template, by default you see general. So general is you have every item in the talk shop under general. If there's a particular item that you want it to be specifically for high school, junior school, or preschool, then you can add. So this is how you add items from the talk shop, from the store to the talk shop. So when you click on the general, you click on this folder icon. When you click on the folder icon, you click on add. When you click on add, you can see the already existing items. So another thing again we need to look at is the item. When you create an item, every item you have in the talk shop already exists in the store inventory. So you go to finance. When you go to finance, you click on store inventory. On the store inventory, you can find the list of items in the talk shop here. So for every item that will be on the talk shop, you must have already created it on the store inventory. So when you create the item in the store inventory, you come here and enable talk shop item. There are some items that you can have in the store, you sell just in the store. I know the store is open to parents. So, but if it's a talk shop item, you toggle this button on. Talk shop item. So we've added this item and we've enabled this as a talk shop item. We'll go back to our talk shop. When you click on talk shop, you go back to talk shop settings. You click on templates. So this is how you add items you have in the store to the talk shop. You click on the folder icon. When you click on it, you click on this plus button, add. When you add, you find the items you've created in the store inventory enabled as a talk shop item on this table. So how you need to add it to the talk shop template is you click on this button here. You can see it's this item list. Then it moves into, once you click, it moves into assigned item list. So if you scroll down, you can find it here on this table. So we've added this particular item we created under talk shop items. Then we click on close. So this is all you need to do. Once you come to template, you click on the folder. Once you click on it, you click on the plus button to move the items you have from the store to the talk shop. Then you close. Once you've closed, the next place you go to is the talk shop items. You click on the talk shop items. So on the talk shop items, this is where you can request items from the store inventory to the talk shop. So now, for you to stock up your talk shop with items students can make purchase from, is you click on request store items. So these are the items you have in the store. So this is the item I want to request from the store. I need 100 of this item. I'll check this. Once you check it, you click on request. You set the date and time for this particular request you're making. Once you set it, you click on confirm request. Having confirmed request, if you click on talk shop item request, we'll find it here. So you can see the item we've made request on is still pending. So once it's pending, you go back to the store. I'll go back to the store. Once I open the store inventory, I'll click on talk shop request. So now the store manager will click on talk shop request. The store manager will see the request that is made from the talk shop. So this is the snacks we requested, 100 pieces of snacks requested from the talk shop. So if you want to decrease the quantity, you can decrease it. If you want to increase the quantity, you can increase it. So once you want to approve, you click on this, accept request. So once you accept request, 100 of these items will be moved to the talk shop. So we have 300 in stock. So once I click accept request, click on proceed. This item has been processed. Now we can see the stock of value in the store has reduced to 200. If I go back to my, so now I can see snacks. I have it here, 100 of it. Student can start making purchase. So if you click on the top shop item request, you can see it has been approved also. So next thing you need to do is on the top shop part of the system, I'll click on student top shop. So from the top shop manager end, you can actually make requests. So as students are coming to make purchase, all you need to do is search a student name that wants to purchase. So once you search a student name, you can see this particular child has money in his or her pocket money. This child has money in the pocket money. So you can see the pocket money has 10,000 naira. This child wants to purchase. I'll pick the child's name. What does the child want to purchase? Snacks. I'll add to cart. Quantity, how many? I can say 2. I'll add to cart. I can remove this particular one. So this is what the child wants to purchase. 2 of this. All I need to do is I'll click on process order. So once you click on process order, you click on the process. Once you process and go to process order, once I filter down to this place, I can see that this child made an order from the top shop. So now you can see it's pending, it has not been dispatched. So once you click on dispatch order, that means you're issuing out this particular item the child is purchasing from the store. You click on dispatch order to hand over this item to the student that made purchase. This is the store manager helping students place order and processes. Students can also log in from their end. So if I log in as a student, right, and go to Top Shop, I'll click on my Top Shop. So once I click on my Top Shop, I can see the items that's in the Top Shop. What I want to purchase, I can add to cart. If I want to purchase, let's say fried turkey. This child wants to purchase fried turkey from the Top Shop. Then you click on checkout. Okay, fried turkey is not available for you. So fried turkey is available for this child to make purchase for. So let's assume the snacks that's available for the student to make purchase. I'll remove fried turkey from the cart. Then I have snacks. The quantity of snacks the child wants to buy, you enter it if it's 1, if it's 2, if it's 3. Then I'll click on checkout. Cart, you can see the things in the shop, in the top shop. Let's say you pick snacks. When you pick snacks, you picked turkey. So I can see I've added like these 2 items. I want only one of the snacks. I want turkey. Then I'll click on checkout. Once you click on checkout, so you can see you're making purchase from your current balance. The current balance of this child is 8,000. Then I'll click on checkout. So once I click on checkout, the system processes this order. So if you go to from the student end, you can see history, not yet processed, right? This is the order that you made now. Then the store manager, the store manager, which is the top shop manager, can then go to sales register to see orders as they're coming in. So as students are making order, you're seeing it. So this is the order the student made now. As students are making order from their end, it sits on the sales register. The sales register. So you can see every order that has been made by students. If you then want to process their order, you go to process order, filter. I'm using let's say last 7 days. I'll click on refresh. I'll see every order that came in. This is the order. You can see it's pending. You click on dispatch order. Once you click on dispatch order, that means if you issue this order, the order has been processed. So this is how you can process order and issue out the items purchased by the students from the top shop. Thank you. I hope this video is helpful.